Nothing stops a bullet like a job. Homeboy Industries was founded by Father Greg Boyle, or Father G, in the 80s in Boyle Heights. He was a Jesuit priest that had come into a community that was just riddled with death and gang violence. So G just said, enough, I don't want to bury another gang member. I'm going to just give these guys jobs because it gets them off the streets, it will lower the violence. Jobs, not jails. And then he said, nothing stops a bullet like a job. It got the community invested little by little, and these guys kept showing up. And then it just became a love and respect for Father Greg because he understood what a gang was. That was 30 years ago. And now Homeboys is an over $20 million organization. Homeboys' impact is huge in Los Angeles. People just assume that all gangs are African American or Hispanic. There's Chinese gangs, Vietnamese, white supremacy. Where we're unique is we just take all of you and throw you into one room and we say, here you go. Good luck. Homeboy Industries is a re-entry program, so we're trying to re-enter you into society. I am the Vice President of Social Enterprise for Homeboy Industries. I run a bakery, a cafe, a catering company, city hall diner, farmers markets, grocery. So it's a mixture of profit management, expenses, training program, mom, I feel like is my role most of the time, and sort of business manager at the end. Homegirl Cafe is basically one of our flagships. The bakery is known for Homeboy Industries, so it's Zagat rated. It's one of the top restaurants in its class in downtown LA. In a kitchen at like Homegirl Cafe, you can have 5 different gang members from 5 that are all enemies. And the first thing I do is put you in front of the cutting board and I give you a 10-inch blade. We don't immediately think, yikes, he's gonna stab him. We just say, all right, this is what you're gonna do. Respect the home that you're in. Homeboys is a human service agency first. We only take felons and gang members and products of gangs, wives, kids, vice versa. So they come in and immediately go through selection committee where we say, what's your felony? What do you need to work on? What are you ready to do? And at that point, if you're welcomed into the program, which is be like welcome into a family, we immediately start paying you and pay you to go to class. We pay you to change your life. We offer therapy, case management, how to balance a checkbook, what's it like to show up every day, how to be a parent, how to get your kids back. So we have a legal department. So you're basically like walking into ever-loving arms of people that are just wrapping around you saying, you're gonna succeed no matter what. So that's about the first 9 months of an 18-month program. They get to me, usually around 9 months in, and they come into one of the social enterprises. They can be a barista, they can bake bread. And that whole point is, how are we gonna re-enter you with a boss, with a supervisor? What does accountability mean? It's called work readiness training. At the end of your 18 months, we say, we help you get employed, or you end up coming to work for me in one of the social enterprises. All of my social enterprises, except for 2, are run by former trainees. I've got 2 girls that run $1 million businesses. They're in charge of all the trainees. So one of the things I figured out was I couldn't relate in certain aspects, and they weren't going to relate to me, because what you can't train is the empathy. You can't train the experience of what you're going through prison or beaten if you've never done it. I call it homie management or homies or homegirls, because when somebody's calling out at 2 o'clock in the morning and saying, I need and I can't make it in, there's nothing better than your manager saying, you can, and I've been there, and we will, just come in, just get to us. Even though we're a $20 million organization, we're very grassroots. We believe in building up and up and up. And we are accepting when somebody doesn't make it in 18 months. We may say, okay, your program's gonna take 2 years, and then you may start as a case manager, you may start in silkscreen, you may do anything. Yeah, I have people that have been everywhere and now are managing a business. Can you put a number to it? No, but you could say, for example, it costs $75,000 to put someone in prison. It costs $40,000 to go through our program. The reality is we are a country on mass incarceration. And so what we do is help the trauma when a kid's 14 in YA camp and he's got another 2 years to go. Instead of saying, hold on, maybe we get him help, maybe we redirect his attention with therapy, we throw him in jail. And that's where you've caused the trauma. You've restarted the cycle. We're the ones saying, hey, stop. You don't understand. Gangs are a product of love. People don't have it at home, they don't have it in a neighborhood. So, I mean, just the fact that you take a forgotten population, a demonized population. And we say our doors are open. You're always welcome. If somebody doesn't make it in the program, G will say, come back when you're ready. And people come back. It's kind of a beacon when people come out of prison, that they know they have a place to go, that they won't be judged, and that they're okay to say, I'm broken. And we're like, okay, we're here. Just keep working on yourself. And that's huge. We don't have enough of that compassion, as G says, is that somebody coming out. I mean, that what you did, one mistake you made, you're gonna pay for the whole rest of your life. That's just completely unacceptable. The population that we serve, they've been thrown away their whole lives. When you come to work there, you learn that there's no one path for anybody because you don't know the trauma that they've suffered previously. Our model is different. We hold you. We absolutely hold on to you through all curves, and we just don't give up. Homeboys does technical assistance and goes and teaches organizations all across the world on how to do this, because every country has a barrio, has a neighborhood. So impact is changing and breaking the cycle. Gangs are a forever challenge. I mean, no one's gonna change that, but Homeboys has definitely made an impact on not re-offending. So gang members break the law, they go to prison, but our recidivism rate is 30%. So if you think about that, you come to us, you're not re-offending, you're not, you're not ending back up in rehab. How do we educate people? Instead of demonizing this population, we all made mistakes when we were younger. Like I would say, I went right when I got off the bus, they went left. I mean, that's pretty much it. And as LA, it's not going away. We just need to make more effort into understanding and putting more resources, government resources, as well as just people to funding these things. Because then the cycle breaks. Anybody in LA can be present to give to an organization like Homeboys, show up at a social enterprise like Homeboys. Anybody can make an impact in someone's life.